Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about Dasher preferences on Doordash. So with all of the recent updates that have come up with Doordash, one of them is the Dash preferences. And this is where you can actually toggle on and off which kind of gigs you actually want to do. Which honestly, I'm really liking the concept of that because it's not just you have to decline the shop and deliver orders. You can actually choose to not even receive them in the first place. But with that said, I want to go over everything that's being said about Dash preferences on Doordash, what they tell you versus how it actually is, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain and is never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over in this video is very market dependent. And what applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. For a limited time, we're offering a pilot feature that gives select dashers the option to choose how they want to dash by opting in or out of shop and deliver orders. With Dash preferences, participants can use the toggle to only receive for shop and deliver orders and receive no shop and deliver orders, or keep getting all of the order types as they dash. So it seems like the toggle feature is more so the types of orders you're gonna take in terms of the work you're actually doing. It's not like you could turn off alcohol orders or pharmacy orders or anything like that, or choosing particular restaurants, at least not yet. You could either shop for orders or you could just pick up and deliver, which, okay, I could see that. I see the purpose of that. I think there should be also a option for the more sensitive products, but that's a topic for a different day. Who is eligible? Dashers who see the feature in their latest iOS Dasher app are eligible to opt in or out in the Dash Preferences tab. We will also follow up with an email to confirm your eligibility. So this is iOS only at the moment. Android users are pretty upset. How long will this pilot last? This pilot is expected to run approximately 3 to 4 weeks for select Dashers in select markets. During the pilot duration, we may modify or end this pilot at any time for any reason. The preference selection is not guaranteed after the pilot has concluded. But also, keep in mind, the high pay order program was a pilot too that was supposed to last 3 to 4 weeks, and they stuck with it. So this could end up being around long term. How does this work? Go to your Dash Preferences tab and toggle on or off the following options: delivery or shop and deliver. After you've selected an option, your preferences will be saved. You can change your preferences at any time before or after a dash, or while you are on a dash. Like I said, the only thing I wish that they would do is also make sure there's also certain preferences for particular order types. Like, not everybody's willing to do alcohol orders. Not everybody's willing to take heavier items. I feel like that should be included into this, but I'm sure they will update it over time, and if they decide to go with this option, because this is straight out of UberEats' pages, actually speaking. Uber Eats has this as well. If you do not make a selection, you'll receive both shop and deliver and all other order types. So if you leave them both on, you'll get all orders. If you opt out of shop and deliver, you won't receive orders that require you to shop inside of a store. If you opt out of delivery, you'll only receive orders that require to shop inside a store. I don't imagine any single reason you would want to turn off delivery. You got on Doordash to deliver, but that's up to you, fam. One type preference must remain on. Imagine if you were turning them both off and you were like, what happened? Why am I not getting orders? Because you should turn on your app. How will preference impact my Dasher ratings? Your acceptance rate will not be impacted by opting out of one type of order. You simply will not receive the type of orders you opt out of. This may impact how many delivery opportunities you get to meet your earning goals. You may also experience a longer wait time between orders if you elect to opt out of one type of order. So in other words, they may actually lag your account. They're not saying that they're going to lag your account. They're saying this may impact how many delivery orders you receive, which basically means if you say no to shop and deliver, you may not receive any orders. That feels like such an ultimatum kind of deal. It's like the promise of unlimited PTO. They will give you unlimited PTO, but they'll guilt you for using it. But that's something you offered to begin with. Do I have to set a preference? No, this is completely optional. You don't have to set a preference, but if you don't want to do shop and deliver orders, don't let them allow you to believe that it's not okay to toggle off the order. You know what I'm saying? Why is DoorDash launching this pilot? Earn the way that works for you with the new Dash preferences. Now you can easily customize any Dash with the change of a toggle. You can use Dash preferences to decide the types of orders you want to be offered when you Dash, whether or not that be shop and deliver, restaurant orders, or both. Honestly, I feel like this is something they should have implemented a long time ago, especially since Uber's already done that. Now Grubhub just needs to get on scene with this, and then we'll have like more autonomy in the economy, and that's awesome. How can I share feedback? We'd love your feedback on this pilot program. You will receive a survey email 1 week after the pilot program has finished. Listen to me. Never answer their surveys. Their surveys are going to put you in a position that could potentially get you deactivated or even have something wrong to happen to you in the first place. You know those anonymous surveys you always got when you were an employee? For some reason, they knew it was you whenever you said something they didn't like. Like, come on, it's not anonymous in that case. Now, I do have some side notes that I do want to go over on this particular subject. One of two being tested. A couple months ago, I stumbled upon another pilot program they're testing in congruence with this one. And this is the individual Dasher delivery preferences. And that is more so for the grocery, convenience, and retail options that you can actually decline using. That is a separate pilot program in a different area, and while you can potentially do that, it's not the same thing. I will leave a video in the description talking all about that. Feel free to check that out. Doordash's MO. Doordash's MO has kind of always been the concept that they will put out a really good feature or a really good thing or even a thing that's really bad, and then they will make it worse over time because the goals of the driver are not the goals of the company. The goals of the company are to make as much money as possible regardless of what took place. And in this case, they're presenting a really good opportunity, and they will not do what's best for us at the end of the day. They're going to do what's best for themselves. And I already called out a potential pitfall with this, which is they can end up lagging your account because you're not on all different opportunities, but that's a different story. All in all, I can't tell if they're going to make it worse in the future, but be prepared in the event that it does. Shop and deliver orders. Like I said, shop and deliver orders are one of the opportunities you could turn on and off, and for good reason. There's a lot of people that just don't like shop and deliver orders. But in some markets, they're the top 5% of orders in their area. And you know what? I think that's a better idea than to give some drivers priority access to shop and deliver orders. Because at the end of the day, the priority access is nice, but if people don't want those orders to hit their account in the first place, that's a problem. And especially since their goal is to get acceptance rate higher, why would we want to work with customers that we aren't going to work with regardless of if they tip or not? Like, there are some people, me one of them, that will not do shop and deliver orders, period. Unless it's on Instacart because their base pay is higher, but that changed recently as well. All in all, just do yourself a favor. If you're going to take shop and deliver orders, it makes sense, but make that decision based on what you actually want to do as a gig worker, not just because somebody says you should, or they guilt you into it. Make sure you actually decide if the orders are worth it, based on your experience and what orders you're actually accomplishing. Did I miss anything? Is there something else about Dasher delivery preferences that I have yet to cover in this video? Let me know in the comments. Let's make sure that everybody knows everything they need to know about the Dasher delivery preferences on DoorDash, so that way people can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!